Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. I'm going to show you this star shade. The hard stuff is done, the external tube telescope. So what this star shade I talk about is an actual satellite through what looks like a flower disk. Okay, there's three star shade technology gaps. Okay, and we know that Final Day, she talks about the little ship right here and the little ship right there. This is testing ground. But now, as you look at this, I'm going to show you something close up. This is what's up there flying around on a satellite, spreading its wings. See how it's a closed circle on this one? I'll show you that today. And you see over here, you see the flower extensions? I'll show you that. So what they're saying in this video, a lot of information short, is that if they get this technology correct and black it out, it will give a perfect shadow over the sun. And then what they could do is they could study the exoplanets. So, other galaxies, of course. So, they zoom in and then they have this thing in front of the telescope. They can see the planets beside the sun. But we're talking about what they're doing in our skies. See, now if you look right here in the middle, it says CGI LOS. Okay, see how they put the device right there in the stream where the CGI is? And they can pretty much project anything on the sidelines. So that CGI is what I'm showing you right there. It's computer generated images, LOS. So this Starshade device and its little satellite, they work together in like an orchestra, just flowing together. And anytime the sun, or a really small sun, I believe, starts showing itself, that could be the red object beside the sun on top. That could be the actual real sun turned off, just glowing red. Now, I don't know, I'm just speculating on that, but why would they build a device like this and use it on planet Earth? Just as much as we see the big shadow, they could probably cause that big shadow to happen on the on the ocean or on the horizon, right? So these objects are out there, and we've seen, especially with fill stuff, over 0.05. You see that obstacle right there. So basically that is the lens. When I call lenses, that's what they look like. We see them beside the sun, and they're getting ready to turn on all the time, guys. See how they bounce it off the lens? Boom, it's a mirror right there. Mirror. A little gray where the orange line says mirror. Okay, so here we go. And it blacks out the whole, let's say, the second sun. They could be blacking out anything. And this is really eye-opening right here, what I'm going to show you. How these mirrors in an orchestra with sun simulator, default sun, and you see over here on the left there's a whole bunch of different pictures. And what they're doing is they fly them into formation. They close all the loops, and it's just one sky. And you think you're seeing blue clouds, but they're not. It's all an illusion, folks. So what this video is going to do is kind of open your eyes to that illusion. Planet X is coming, and those shadows I show are real. If they're from Starshade, Sun Shield, they have one that they call Sun Shield. I'll bring a video on that one day. This is how they test this in a black box. See how they test it? See what it looks like? And they can get it right perfect. So if anybody remembers my one video I had, it opens up like a flower. You know the commercial I have called Chicken Dinner? I was going to throw it in here, but it was too long. This is what you're seeing blink. See the crisscross? Just like in that commercial I made. That was a real footage from the SSI from NASA. That was real footage of the sun simulator blinking like it was going to go out. So I made a little commercial about it. Anyways, so I'll keep showing you stuff. So you see the big flower. And what I think happens is this thing's able to project it like if you took a projector and you walked it backwards, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger on the sky. So they could just regulate. And they knew I would see this. Now, you also notice the red shadows on the chemtrails. That's how much this thing affects your eyesight. And now, what you don't see is, unless you look at the original, you really don't see it that close. So it's a big giant flower. Now the edge is real important to these folks because they don't get that edge to a certain, percentage, 10 percentage, and they don't black it out. You see the two different skies? You can see where it's a smooth wave, just like this one right here. And this could be another lens right in the front there on the right bottom of that sun. So what they're trying to do is get the perfect lines, pitch black, that actually draws the sun in. Okay, and it's just deception. Now of course they're using it in the name of science. Just 100 dust particles can mess the whole picture up. That's why a lot of times when we see the big circle with the light beside it, it's the light that escaped because of dust. And they do a lot to protect this from getting dusty. Anyway, anywhere you want in this video, just stop and study what I'm showing you. There's different types of flowers, bigger flowers, smaller flowers, depending on what they need. And each one of the flowers have like a sun simulator on the left there and the bottom one. Now, the video I did where that was flying, they put it out as a UFO video, but it was actually a satellite flying into position, and it turns up, and then the whole flower opens up. So you see the two different kinds of flowers, and there's one's just a complete circle, and you'll see that one in a lot of Phil's footage that I show. So keep watching, throw a little music up there, and get ready for the ride of your life. And there it is, all spread out. That's a big, huge place. Look how small the people are. If you see any people, they're really small. And this mylar type of tough skin they use, it's it's translucent. I mean, it's you could see through it. It's just incredible perception. They show you where they use thin photovoltaic type lenses or projectors. I don't know. It pulls the sun in and it changes the way it looks. So they deploy this thing, and you really don't know what's going on in the sky. And they have them at nighttime. They have them beside the moon. I've showed a number. So here's all the dimensions and stuff if you want to study that. I studied it a few times. This is what I saw open up. Exactly. Opened up just like if it was a giant satellite on your house. Here's a little video I did. Check this out. Welcome, 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 CCTV. Right in the right hand corner if you want to get scared. Look at that head. That's a planet right there, guys. My head's a planet. Planet Chris. Anyways, got a big head, getting older. What is it when you get older, your head gets bigger? What's up with that? Anyways, good morning. I have sound. Listen to this. I even have music that's done right. So, after hours of grieving over my sound, I figured it out. No help to you, Richard. Nah, just joking. Richard couldn't figure it out either. He's 1J. He comes in and out. Anyways, you guys ever just want to really just know? I'm going to take my time today because I have sound. But you ever just really want to know, what the heck is this thing? What the heck is this? Is it a planet? I don't know, guys. I'm going to show you what I think it is, alright? So, now, if I actually mess up your paradigm and you're showing stuff and you believe it's a planet, I believed it's a planet, we all believed there were planets, right? And the final day, she's got a lot of stuff, but we all miss it a little bit. Me and Doug were talking about this. This is adjusted by AI right there, but I can't keep that because I don't own this program, I'm just using it. So we get something like this, and we do the contrast. We bring this thing out, right? And it's beautiful. It looks like a planet. I want to believe it's a planet, right? Because we're looking for Planet X. But see, I'm going to show you a little bit different. So this thing right here that we think might be a planet, might not be a planet. Patient with me. I got to go find. There it is. Well, at least we know it works, right? Anyways, I could always use that rant and do something else if it didn't show. I'm over here, I'm frozen in the corner. Look like I got stuck. What's going on? I guess this is not the live See for all channel. So anyways, I had a little malfunction there. Anyways, work through my issues here with me, guys. I also want you to see stuff like this. So check this out. We got to figure out. We don't have to figure it out. Phil's helped us quite a bit. But like, when we see stuff around the sun, we see stuff like this. We see stuff like this. Right here. These are UFOs and ships and bugs and a combination of stuff, but you look at what's in the background, right? And you're like, come on. Now, I caught something like this on Chukamas. And on Chukamas, it had layers. Like, I think it had 12 layers. So this is pretty revealing right there. Okay, so we want to know what's really going on in our skies and what's really the planets, okay? Here's another picture. This thing right here is an actual light bulb. You know, the Starshade, what I've been talking about, with the rim and all, it's almost fake looking. Well, it's man-made looking, you know, for sure. So we're doing stuff like this. We're showing you stuff. And like right here, you're looking at telescopes, you're looking at lens devices. I don't understand how they all work, but this is sunshade right here you're looking at. Okay, now sunshade was created, let me show you this picture. I haven't done anything with this picture. Right here. See, it's just sunshade, starshade. I'll call it sunshade. Anyways, it's to hide, right? Objects. So as I show you this, watch this, guys. I'm gonna just do it right in front of your face. We're gonna get down to this and get to the truth. I turned the light up a little bit. I'm gonna sharpen a little bit. Now he's using high level filters. Some of this stuff I think is even from NASA itself. And I guess I've been given the job to soft disclose this with my level of 1 year of college, half a year of college. So you got this device out there they're using called Starshade. And let me tell you, it's for a reason they're using it. It's a very good reason. But now they're deceiving us with it, and so I just want to like show you. So let's go ahead and expose what's hidden. So this little Starshade. Alright, you see how it's a little flower. And you know, guys, we've been seeing little flowers quite a bit in the sky. Let me show you one of them. So I'm going to take my time. I'll show you some stuff. Now, friend Bible, Catherine, she sends me stuff like this. And it's just beautiful. There is no filter. We see that beautiful little flower, right? So honestly, some of these objects are very deceiving. Like that little flower going on right there. Now you see you got satellites working with it. With Starshade. Starshade. Seeking Earth-like planets. Right? Look at this. Earth-like planets. In our solar neighborhood. That means it's right here, guys. Our neighborhood. We've got these little planets. They're kind of picturing these as, you know, our planets like Mars and Venus, but you don't see the rings of Saturn, or you don't see Jupiter. You're actually looking at, I think, you know, the Planet X system. Okay, let's continue. So I'm going to show you a little bit of stuff like this today. Here's a Starshade and telescope controls. So they still spin around, and one of the things they're doing with this, or they started out doing with this from what I understand, was to hide the suns, or neighborhood suns, with exoplanets that are like, can handle light. And I think they turned it to hide, myself personally, to hide Nibiru and Planet X and Wormwood and all the debris. More so the debris, because I... Good morning, everybody. I am going to show you a little slideshow with a little bit of music and a little bit of narration. So, the original picture on this one right here, guys, this sun, what he's saying is the real sun, you can't even see it. So let's see if we'll run into it. Now here we go. Now here we got the sunshade. Let me get my little pointer out. This is your starshade. Here's an asteroid right here that I've really examined quite thoroughly. And it's like, it's huge. It's behind the starshade, so it's translucent, but you see all this stuff, guys. It's debris fields. You see all this rocky looking stuff? This is all debris fields that are behind the translucence of the wings of the starshade. I'm doing little filters just to get it clearer and clearer. I want you guys to understand what's really going on. So like on this one right here, part of the sun, okay? So this is something else. This is a planet or one of the rings, one of the discs. Then here you go. The asteroid. It's right in this area. Now this is an artificial sun. This is a false sun down here. You ever see the sun spread out? So this right here is another object. So there's some of the objects is debris filled. Some of the objects is debris filled as planets, moons. I think this is actually our real sun if I show it to you filtered. Now what I'm about to show you, the starshade, it's going to be mind-blowing. I'm going to show you like 3 parts, I think. And just wake your mind up to the fact that everything is not a planet. It's okay. Here's your fake artificial sun with the black dot in the middle. Here's your starshade rim. And then back here you got so much debris. This is what they don't want. If we were actually to look up in our sky and seen the fire on the tail of this million-mile tail fire coming at us, you'd be saying, Chris, I can't watch your stuff no more. It's too scary. See, here we go. Here's the starshade. You're saying, starshade? Show me what starshade is. I'm going to show it to you. Watch. This could be I thought about this. This could actually be our sun, just really minimized. And then these are different lenses they're using to distract, obfuscate, whatever you want to call it. But so you get a picture like this. He was saying, are these bugs or UFOs? And my conclusion is these are... These right here are the lenses, and we see them in a close-up, we see them in a far-away shot, we see them tiny, we see them under the sun in South America, we see them giant in Alaska. These are the shields that are blocking. These are the lenses, and I think it's like an illusion that they're so big sometimes. It's just a reflection against the chemtrails, and everything's just magnifying the whole thing. Now, I've seen this. If you go back to 2019 on one of my Chukamus shows, this round object on the outside of it, and that is the whole starshade. These are little UFOs down here. There's quite a bit of them. There's satellites, UFOs, a number of different objects going on. See, I got a little bit of outline there. So I'm hoping I'm recording okay, guys. And this picture is in Australia. Look at that. That's not normal. Now we would say that's a planet and these are two lens flares. No, actually those are two sun shields, STARSHADE. This might be Nemesis, or it could be the sister sun, the binary planet. And what they're doing is they're just hiding it so well, guys. No matter how you filter it, it still comes out. The sun up here, two shields, and a planet. Now I've been getting pictures like this from Roy and Gil quite a while. Now I understand, like you might be looking at the STARSHADE right there, the different lenses, the different colors of those different types of lenses that I've been showing you for the last 3 days. So you need to get a little bit more understanding. This could actually be an asteroid, this big piece right here. But I think it's amazing how it has a shadow behind it. And they're just doing everything they can. They're throwing everything they can at it. If you pick it up on a camera, you'll think of a lens flare. Look at this ancient circle right there, ancient. See that? Now you see it filtered. And I'll tell you right now, I know Gil didn't take this picture. I'm getting them right here. This one I like the angel clouds, really, more than the red STARSHADE behind it. I'll get a little bit of angel clouds for you. Just, you know me, I'm addicted. It's beautiful. And so all that obfuscation with the clouds and it's all false lighting. That's why the original on this, guys, that's the original right here. I like that. This is the original, how dark it was. No lie, that's the original, right there. So you can see how much the filters are helping you guys see. I think these are angelic over here. Absolutely angelic. So I'll show you that. They're being hit so the masses don't freak out. Come on, you know the masses are going to freak out. So if they want to study this from a telescope, they put up the STARSHADE, right? Pretty simple. And here's the sun, or whatever sun they're pointing to in the distance. So let's say it's our sun, and let's say this is blue Nibiru coming, right? Okay, well they're going to block that sun so they could study the atmosphere. Puts that telescope in a dark spot. So when Phil does his videos, he puts them in a doghouse, so you can get that filter to work really high level filter, right? So there you go. The 3 STARSHADE technology gaps, right? Starlight suppression, we're seeing that. Now if the sun turns off, why wouldn't they turn on an artificial light in the middle of that right here? Why wouldn't they? So the star dims all the way down. It could actually freak out the masses, right? So they say, hey, you know, to my wife I like to do a little thing where they go, hey, turn on the sun for a minute, because our sun's being blocked, right? So they turn on their sun, guys. I'm telling you, it's what's happening. Okay, I'm just going to show you a few of the things that Phil's showing us about the sky machines, what they're hiding. So you look right here, and this is just regular. Let's see how big this is. His stuff is pretty good quality, way up there. Remember, he's got his house. Okay, this is 3K, 9. Wow, it's pretty big. 3,000 by 3,000. It's 3K going up 4K. Okay, so what we see here. Let's go back. What we see here, just a collection of objects, rocks, meteors. I mean, you know, they're not telling the whole story. They're telling parts of the story and kind of make you feel better, you know something. But this is what we're seeing. And Phil's constantly showing us these lenses and these objects hiding. See what I'm saying? Or are these moons? I don't know. I think they're part of the lens system, personally. So I'll do some more on this later. But right now, I just want you to see in correlation with what we've been looking at. So there's a whole game going up, a hide and seek going up there, you know. And so you see the rims. Now look at the rims when you watch the video with the round red and then another red and then another red. Remember, we've seen that in Canada where two suns came up and then a red planet in between. So, you know, they can't tell. I mean, can you imagine the panic if everybody knew an asteroid was coming in that could wipe out all America? There would be no life from that day on. So, because they can't do nothing, maybe they're just not saying nothing, so when it hits us, maybe a few of us like myself will be awake. But, you know, we appreciate you, Phil. Thanks for, you know, all that you do out here. You get some of the best stuff, and you see there's no hiding that right there. There's rocks. Okay, I'll give you some more in a minute. And then we're seeing the big old flowers, you know, like Bible sent. Distractions, distractions. And you're not going to see that, or you might see that. I'm definitely seeing that. Okay, guys, I'm not trying to be crazy. I definitely see right here. I definitely see this. I'm going to show this to you. You definitely see the flowers. Okay. We see the dot in the middle. Let me just load that up. You know, what's her name? Final Days. She's always showing this little object, the satellite. So they're able to really hone this thing in, line up with it, look like a lens flare. You'll see the octagon. That's what I was showing you right there, that octagon. I'm hoping this is recording properly because I have to keep popping things up I normally don't do. But right here, you know, you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's a hexagon, Don? Is a 8-sided object is a hexagram? 8-sided.
I don't know.
Okay, well, whatever, guys. It's 8-sided. We've seen that enough. We've seen this on buildings.
8-sided octagon.
Okay, so octagon is 8-sided. That's right. UFC fights, right? So over here, you know. So what's happening here, guys, is that this is just truth. It's just straight up truth, you know. Truth will make you free. At least when you're looking for the planets. Now, when you look at like Samuel Hoffman stuff, you're going to say, now I see Samuel Hoffman stuff might be the only thing that we're really getting clear about because of the shadows, right? Look how they built this thing, Starshade. Shape stability, right? Let me see if I can. See if I could change the size of this page. For some reason it's too big. The way I want to show it. There you go. Much better. So we see here suppressing diffracted light from an axis starlight and optical modeling. I've seen stuff from the ocean down south and looked like sun sitting on the horizon, and I was like, man, what are we looking at? So now, you know, as this technology is really opening up to us, we could understand more and discern between the real planet and the fake stuff going on. It's been around for a while, guys. So, you know, overall they're looking at other planets, but if they could hide the whole Wormwood system, the whole Planet X system from us, they're doing it. Why not? Well, you want 1,000 people to see asteroids going over like the movie Greenland? Do you know your neighborhood would be tore up and looted in an hour? I lived in New York in a 77 block. Guys, as you look at this, you can stop it. I'm going through it, so I want you to study it and look at it. If it's unfamiliar, don't say BS and just go away and say, no, that's the planet. I've been showing it for 5 years. Well, if you've been showing the planet for 20 years or 4 years or 15 years, and we're getting more understanding, that's a good thing. You're getting more truth. Look at this stuff, guys. It's the truth that makes you free. Look at that. You see how they could do this, right? Are you seeing how they could do this up here? Are you just, I ain't got to explain all this. This is common sense. They're making a dark area it's a blocked off area. Okay, it's hiding this stuff. It's hiding the planets, you know. I'm trying to just break it down simple, guys. You know me, I'm not no. Well, I can get into if you want me to start doing equations and stuff, I can do it. I just don't want to sound so smart. You know, it's probably Texas Q up there working it. STARSHADE testbed at Princeton University. No, it's not real. Laser station, mass station, camera station. You should know the truth. The truth will make you free. The atmosphere. I think we're looking at SUNS or STARSHADE project that went bad. Look at the wiring, the mesh. They're showing you maybe a whole array, maybe a whole satellite that puts out the STARSHADE. Now, remember the one video I showed you from NASA, and it was looked like a flying UFO, and it went up and opened up the whole flower. That was STARSHADE, and I was kind of going off of just what I've heard people talk about, but never seeing this much information on STARSHADE. So you can see it all through our pictures. You don't have to guess now. When I see something like this, and then I filter it, okay, I gotta believe whatever this is, the sun can't be in front of that. So I gotta believe this object right here, before I get off here, that this is artificial sun. And I gotta believe that some of this we're seeing might be the STARSHADE, or it might be a planet. But then you see stuff like this. There's a planet or a moon. So, you know, it's hard to tell, it's hard to discern, but this will give you guys a little bit more of a clue. So I hope you enjoyed my face and my voice. You want to tip me? Donations are allowed, permitted, and encouraged to keep my channel running. I'm going to try to buy me a 10i computer, guys. Anybody got one cheap they want to sell me, I'll buy it. Anybody want to donate one, I'll take it, but I really need to go to the next step, video card and sound, do what I'm doing. So if you want to support me, PayPal's in the bottom, just click that. You know, I take $100 bills, $1,000 bills, and $1 million bills. No problem. Crypto coin, I'll take that too. But not that I've ever had any. God bless people. God Jesus, today. Let's see if I got it in here, guys. Okay, so, well, obviously now when you see something like this, folks, look at that. Obvious now. There's a shield, right? Now, let's get perspective here. Here's the shield. Like you see the shield. Here's the rim of the shield. Okay, it's got a nice little rim. Pretty easy to detect. We see stuff like this, now we know. It's really easy to see it now. She's already pre-filtered some of these just to make it show quicker. But you know, so this right here is an artificial light system. Kind of thing that freaks me out is our sun off. You know, like here you got a lot of stuff going up in the atmosphere going on. A lot of this I think are different types of lenses, orbs, drones. I mean a lot of stuff. Here we see more of the lenses right here. So how are they using this? Oh man, I mean, could they be doing stuff like this? Of course they could. I love this picture, but could they be I mean, they're just telling us, like we're all looking, they're laughing, right? So let's stop letting them laugh. But what does the real planet look like? That's the question. So I don't know if this is real. I'm not trying to debunk nothing. You know, it came in red like this. This is how I got it. Someone shared it. Okay, so if you look at this, really bad looking. I just tried to do my best. Look how it has something eclipsing that. But I actually think this piece is real, guys. I mean, I didn't doubt it at all, really. Oh, look at that. So I don't know. You know, some people could argue and say the lines around that sun right there are Photoshop, but I don't think it is. I think the color was added to it. Okay, so here's the original. So we're seeing all this crazy stuff. I'm on a rampage here, guys. Look at that. Real or not? Okay, so let us know what is real, right? Let us learn what is real. Let us know what it is. When you get something like this, kind of freaks you out, right? Now this could be the real deal. This thing could be covering the real sun. I'm just, you know, making sure you guys understand that. This thing could be covering the real sun right here. This is a fake sun, let's say. Let's filter a little bit. We got a lot of stuff going on there. Okay, we're coming up on the 20-minute mark. So there's lots of questions I have. Here we go, just dehaze it right there. Just dehaze it, and then if you do a little bit of like auto correction, you get these crazy objects like that. But you know, this folder I've been exposing here can give us the answer, guys. You know, I love sun shots, but is this really like, I get these different shots and I go to different channels, I show the sun. Are they really showing our sun with these circular objects right here in them? Or is it all like a show in the sky? I mean, you tell me. I want the truth. That's all. I only want the truth. It's like the Matrix, right? And you got this object just sucking off the sun. Look at that thing. It's just sucking right off the sun. You can see it sucking the nitrogen or whatever it does. Protons, hydrogen, radiation, nuclear. Physics is not my thing. Actually, I'm a preacher, guys. That's about as far as I get. But here we go. I'm showing you this planet just pulling off the sun. So, are they watching the sun minimal? Is it dimming down so much? I don't know. Then I get pictures like this, guys. I got this picture like a year or two ago. And you get all this stuff. You get UFO looking stuff. So I think it's a big show, you know. I'm not saying everything is not real. The planets are not real, and these things that are in the sun's atmosphere are not real. So, okay, I'm in my regular filter. So good job, Carla Max. Just see that face up there. This took a while to save. This thing is, you know, blue beam or really some creatures coming down in a very weird way. It's like a rock. I swear, it looks like a rock to me. So my voice is sounding tired, huh? Very strange, ain't it? Late night weirdness. These are watchers, principalities, these spiritual beings. I think this is interesting up here. This guy's looking at it, but this right here, you see it? You can really see it good right here. Let's bring that, we're going to bring this picture into my forensic tool, okay? I'll be back. Auto enhance. Okay, I'm back. This is Chris speaking. This little late night thing I'm doing here. Carla Max threw me this picture. And, I mean, you look at it from a distance, it looks like a cloud. Okay? But it's pretty clear. This started seeing an arm right there, but when I pulled it in close, I seen a face of a man. Yeah. Okay, so what I do is I started filtering it, and I maximized it to from 960 to 28, and 7 pixels to 2,171 pixels. 3 times as big, or 3 times more pixels, not big, but when you zoom you get a bigger picture, but when you do add pixels, and I started seeing this right here. See this? And I started looking at his face a little bit. So I did a little bit more filtering. You know, to me, it's kind of comical. It almost looks like it's a huge alien. That looks like a woman alien or something sitting there. This creature right here, whatever it is, it's like it's squatting down. This one's flying over. I know. But the face back here is mind blowing. Like I said, I was looking at this thing. You know, people ask me to do the, look at that face up there. Look at that face. This is all blue beam demonic activity. Principalities are different watchers. Within this too, you have all different kinds of devices floating around. You know, where I come from, clouds don't look like this. Look at that from a distance. Now see, I'm doing a video because I can't really produce. This is 8. This is actually some kind of ship. You guys seeing? See, it's okay if you see something different. Okay, we're at my forensic tool. Let's go right to the magnifier. We'll do the auto contrast. So we're going to really look at it. This is like another 1,300 times. So it's really magnified a lot. Now look at this guy's face back here. You'll see some faces, don't get scared. This face right here. Come on, guys. Okay, let's show it another way. Auto contrast by channel. Look at that. Told you I'm gonna get weird. This is some kind of robotic arm or something. Now, luminous brandy will tell me if it's a little shape back there. It's like a movie theater screen. Oh my god. You see that guy's face so clear. Look at these, people, these could be the Anunnaki to come off that planet. They didn't know his day. You gotta start studying about Gog and the giants of the land of Canaan and all. Like he's looking in. That's insane. Trying to get this guy better, but I'm not trying to find weird stuff like this, people. It's just that this weird stuff is being given to me. This guy's face really took the cake right there. That made me do this video. That's just so real looking. Yeah, what is that, huh? There's your boy looking in. Got ears and all. Just like a man. So this is the sweep, I call it. See, these are all solid objects because you see how dark they don't. They don't let me. That is just too weird for me. Well, I didn't plan on doing this video, but it's kind of weird. Again, we got that object right there. Let's go to histamine or equalization histogram. It's going to show you some color on it. Pretty hard sometimes to get the object to come out. This is not the best tool for this. See how it gives you all kinds of crazy stuff up here. Look at that writing in this guy. Everybody writing. That's a sign of CGI. Not me doing CGI, but whatever's out there doing this CGI. Yeah, it's crazy. I maximize it all the way up. Usually when I do that I get a lot more blurry, but we'll maximize it all the way down. This is with no enhancements at all. No, this is with auto contrast. Once you look at that object, weird scene out there. And the reason I'm showing you this real slow and just showing you a lot of it is because not everything is what you think it is. And I showed you that video a couple weeks ago with that portal, with that Buddha. This is kind of up in that class. Some demon creatures up there. Well, the Bible says we fight not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, spiritual wickedness in high places. Spiritual wickedness is going on all over. That's a demon right there. So when you see this, and you see me showing, I'm not glorifying demons. I want you to be awake and ready for the battle. So, I take authority over this. I bind it in the name of Jesus. I'll loosen the angels of God. Where every location, I'll get the location within karma. It'll be in the title. It's like 11:30 at night. So I rebuke that demon right now. There is a demon right there. And I could see it before I got it filtered down. See there, you could see, just look what I'm showing you. It magnifies it that much. There's all kinds of, I don't know, guys, cloaking and stuff going on. So whatever you think you're seeing, you look up this closer. This is used for fingerprints and stuff like that. Just scan it all. Scan it all. I don't know, some of you guys are weird, you like me. Well, Doug, if he had this tool, he said he'd never sleep. There you go. My conclusion. Anunnaki, Blue Beam, combination coming down. War in heaven. Michael's driving him down. Him and Gary. Driving him down. Oh, that's a weird face. Like he got a cigarette. He's sitting right there. Now with the 5K, you can see a lot more of this because the color pixels are better. That's where it looks like 2 feet. Goes up. There's a knee. Spacesuit. There's his arm. That looks more. It could be like a jetpack. Let's just space reality here. So right there, I'm going into a space area. Wicked looking demon. With the horns, you got like a jokester. He's picking his nose. Come on, Pete. You don't see that doofy looking. It looks like a court jester. It's floating. Demon floating. Rebuke you floating in the name of Jesus. We will not have any activity over my house. You look at that one, you can see his eye is pretty decent. His nose is pretty distinct. It's a goat man. Up here, what I was saying, looked like a joker or a jester. Pretty intense looking. So you got that going on, and right beside it, you got this going on. Go back down to this one.
Let the God of glory thunder over his armies.
Then back to that face. So there's a lot of wickedness going on here.
I'm telling you, the earth is about to experience a generation of people who know who they are because they know who their God is. And our God is Yahweh, and he is the Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. Beside him there is no other. Without him there is no victory, but with him all things are possible. Somebody praise the name of the Lord. Come on. You're an army dressed for battle. 1,000 shall fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come nigh your dwelling. No weapon formed against you shall be able to prosper. The battle is not mine, but the battle belongs to the Lord. Lift your voice, mighty ones! Lift your voice! How bad do you want to see America turn back to God?